So number one, first up we have arithmetic mean. So what is arithmetic mean? So how do we compute arithmetic mean? So in order to calculate arithmetic mean, you have to keep in mind this definition of arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean is nothing but it is defined as the sum of the values of all observations divided by the number of observations, and it is denoted by this sign. So let us take one example. So suppose the monthly income in rupees of 6 families is given as the monthly income of 6 families is given here. So one family is having monthly income as 1,600, second family 1,500, third family is having 1,525, 1,625, 1,630, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one is 1,400. So these are the monthly income of 6 families. So how do we calculate the arithmetic mean for this monthly income of 6 families? So arithmetic mean, we mean the average. So according to this definition, how do we calculate arithmetic mean? So according to this, sum of the values of all observations. So what we have to do is we have to add up all these values of observations divided by the number of observations. Number of observation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So according to this, we have to add up plus 1,525 plus 1,625 plus 1,630 plus 1,400, and number of observation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So divided by 6, and what we will get is rupees 1,547. So this is the arithmetic mean of the income, the various incomes of the 6 families. So that is how we calculate the arithmetic mean. So in general, if there are n observations, so in general, if there are, n number of observations, such as x1, x2, x3, x4, and xn. If there are n number of observations, then the arithmetic mean is given by, what is the sign of arithmetic mean? It is like this. So if there are n observations, n number of observations such as x1, x2, x3, x4, that xn, the arithmetic mean will be given by x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus xn divided by the number of observations. So the right hand side, now this right hand side now can be rewritten as, it can be rewritten as summation I to the power n, I equals to 1, with I equals to 1, x I divided by n. So this is the formula for the arithmetic mean. So we are just representing the right hand side with this value. So here I is an index. Here I is an index which takes successive values, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, So I will take the successive number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is why it is called index. I is the index, as we have here. And for convenience, this will be written in simpler form without the index I. So for our convenience sake, we remove the index number. We remove the index, and the simpler form for arithmetic mean can be summarized as summation x by n, where summation x is the sum of all observations. Sum of all observations. And n is what? N is the total number of observations. Total number of observations. So that is how we, derive the formula for the arithmetic mean. So the final formula for the arithmetic mean, to compute arithmetic mean, is this: summation of x divided by the n. So summation x represents the sum of all observations, and n is the total number of observations. So as given in the definition, arithmetic mean is nothing but sum of the values of all observations divided by the number of observations, and it is denoted by this symbol. So as I have mentioned earlier, under this arithmetic mean, we have ungrouped data and grouped data. And under ungrouped data, we have direct method, assume mean method, and step deviation method. So under this group data also, there are two types, that is discrete series and continuous series. And in all there, we have direct method, assume mean method, and step deviation method. So the formula and the computation will be very similar when it comes to ungrouped data and grouped data. But we will have, different formula when it comes to discrete and continuous series when it comes to group data. So first up, we have ungrouped data. So under this ungrouped data, we will discuss about the direct method. So arithmetic mean by direct method is the sum of all observations in a series divided by the total number of observations. So again, even under this direct method, arithmetic mean by the direct method mean is nothing but it is defined as the sum of all observations in a series divided by the total number of observations. So let us take the example. So let us take an example to calculate this direct method. So we have to calculate the arithmetic mean from the data, from this data, showing the marks of students in a class in an economics test. So what does the direct method says? We have to calculate the arithmetic mean. So what is we have to find out the sum of all the observations in a series. 40 plus 50 plus 55 plus 78 plus 58, and we have to divide by the number of observations.